do a funny character. The guy who clears his throat in a really annoying way. Are you guys ready to get started? Oh, that's better. All right, let's get going. All right.
All right.
Yeah, you just fart. I need to clear my throat real quick.
Yep. Need to clear a few other things too. Sorry if you heard that. Okay, here we are.
I guess that can be the start to the... We're just riffing over here. I don't know if that's funny to you guys, but we're having a good time.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground, Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
My dad, my uncle, your coach, and my father-in-law. So those three guys have also committed to doing essentially what I'm doing as well. So every single day, they either run a mile, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
Wow. That's like an Ironman for some of those guys.
Yeah. John especially, he's like a little bit older. He's in his 60s and he's got a pig heart.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to ask.
Is that literally what it is?
I think there's parts of a pig in there.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work? Is that a Stratford thing?
Yeah. The doctors don't know about it.
Yeah, we can't find it. But we got, old man Anderson down the road has got a pig on the way out.
But yeah, we're 9 days in to January when we're recording this, and they've all done it. They've all claimed they've done it every day. It's impressive. Although I did get a text last night from my dad. I'm just going to read it to you verbatim. I had to do my mile in dress clothes and dress shoes today. So he's already getting to that point. I was like, welcome to the club. Essentially, like this is what it's like. Me and Rachel, like you get stuck sometimes. So
he'd rather run a mile in dress shoes than do sit-ups.
So he told me a couple days ahead of time. I talked to him on the phone like Tuesday. He's like, we're still doing it. It's going great. He's like, man, those first couple of days, he's like, push-ups are no problem. He's like, I wasn't even getting that sore. And he's like, then I did a day of sit-ups and came back to do the push-ups. And he's like, I'm getting really sore. I was like, yeah, the pecs. And he's like, no, my gut. So he can't do push-ups because his stomach hurts so bad. Well, I think it's so funny. He
doesn't think that's because of the sit-ups?
No, I think it is. But it's just in my head, I was just thinking like, yeah, you do, 100 push-ups every day. Yeah, your pecs would be so sore. He's like, no, my belly.
Yeah, your core.
My stomach hurts so bad. But yeah, he was like, he's like, Thursday's going to be tough. I think we're going to take grandma to the casino and I got to go straight from work. So I don't know how I'm going to get it done. And
do it in between slot machines, Steve.
Yeah, I think that must have been when they win or something because, I guess he avoided humiliation. He didn't want to, like, do push-ups and sit-ups in the casino.
Okay.
So he just ran out. Which, then again, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Every pool or every
time he loses, he has to do 5.
There's so many other weird things going on in a casino. You would not even be looked at that weird. You're at a casino in Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah, people don't understand like how unjudgmental people are at the casino.
Right? In general. People, you always think people are going to look at you more than they are, but yeah, especially at a casino.
Also, that air though is thick and palpable. You don't want to be sucking wind doing 100 push-ups with that like recycled like smoke cigarette air.
There's going to be some 98-year-old next to you named Ernie, and you're like, "Can I borrow some of that oxygen?" Actually, it's
just get
pretty thick in here. Is it cool if I contaminate if I throw those up my nose? Yeah. I mean, you see all types of things in the casino. I mean, like especially in pickleball areas. Like I've been at a casino in Phoenix where I saw a guy pressing the slot machine button with a pickleball. We all saw it. We're like, that is hilarious.
Just because that's a little bit too far to push down on that hand.
I don't know what the reason is.
Or he's sanitary.
Could be sanitation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, shout out to you guys, Steve and John and Steve.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, they're doing it every single day, which is fun. And I think I'm going to start new challenge.
Okay.
So last week, January 1st, ironically, somewhat, I was just like, I think I saw Chris Pratt I was like, I'm going to get shredded.
Yeah.
And that's what I kept saying. Like,
oh yeah, we talked about Parks and Rec.
Yeah, because he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
For some reason that really clicked. I was like, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Pretend I have a role. Guardians of the Galaxy I need to get ready for. I think that's what started it. But I said, I'm going to sit on it for a week and see how I feel. 2 nights ago, David Dobrik posted something. Have you seen this?
What do you think?
Probably not.
Have you? I know how big of a Dobrik fan you are, bro.
A Dobrik head?
Yeah, you a D head. Listen here, you D head. What's up, D heads? Brick heads? No, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't think you had seen it.
No, I haven't.
But Scott saw it. And that's why I was like, well, maybe this is getting around more than I think.
Sure, fair.
Anyway, so David, this is part of being one of the biggest YouTubers. At some point, you will have a controversy. You'll kind of just sit out for a couple years, and then you're just going to be back. Yeah. It happens to everybody. Logan Paul, Cody Ko, you go through controversy. You give no explanation. You just plead the fifth for 2 years.
Okay.
And then you come back.
Okay.
So he came back, and apparently, so this is where I'm talking about like a very famous YouTuber, used to be on top of the world. Now it kind of lays low, doesn't do much. But apparently all of 2024, he's been getting jacked, taking his health seriously for the first time. The like before and afters are insane.
Really? Let's look at
And because he's kind of a doughy looking Slovakian guy, it's like something about it clicked. And I was like, one, this is a sign. I was already on the fence about this. And now it's like, he did it. We have a similar job.
Yeah.
We have similar, I could do this.
And you've looked like this before. Not the biceps, but you've been like.
Not the chest either.
Oh, dude, I've seen, you're right. He looks freaking toned up. But
he's got a tan.
You've been like super skinny, like 6-pack plenty of times.
So, yeah, I think that went away it was about 24, 25.
Yeah.
But I think it's attainable.
For sure.
I saw that and I was like, dude, that is motivating.
Cool.
You know what? I think I'm going to do it. I walked into the Correct Opinion studio yesterday. Derek's the only one in there. And he goes, dude, you see David Dobrik's video? And I go, yeah, I did. And he goes, I'm thinking about getting shredded. I was like, that's the like, not even the fact that you thought that, but I was like, that's the exact word I've been using. That's so funny. He's like, yeah, dude, I want to get shredded this year. I was like, me too. And then we started going back and forth. And we're talking about the vlog. And I was like, it was so good. I was like, dude, this is embarrassing. But I watched the whole 45-minute documentary on his Friends page. And Derek's like, I watched it too.
Okay.
And then we keep finding out that we lived the exact same evening the night before, where we watched the vlog, then we watched the documentary, and then we stayed awake in bed, annoying our wives, telling them and like asking them questions like, all right, now is this protein good? All right, now what's good what have you heard about Factor compared to like some of these other ones? I've seen one called Trifecta. Apparently we just did the exact same thing where we started looking up like meal plans, fitness plans, everything.
Wow.
So after my 24 hours of research, I think I'm so last week I mentioned, hey, maybe I'll hire a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. Had a lot of really fun people reach out. And I got close to like starting to like figure this out and hit people up. Where I'm at now, I think I'm going to do it all like on an app. I think I'm going to let an app like tell me what to do.
Sure.
And see how that goes.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll be hitting up some people. But MyFitnessPal looks like the best one.
Okay.
You heard of it?
Yes.
You use it?
I mean, I've used it before.
I don't know if you heard of it. Is it obvious? Has everyone used that or heard of it?
I mean, I think so. I think it's like the most popular fitness app in the world.
Wow. Well, good for them.
But then again, haven't seen the Dave Dobrik video.
No, you have not.
So
been bricked.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I don't use it though. I have in the past, like to track stuff. But are you saying like it's able to like tell you what to eat and stuff like that?
You can like sign if you want that. It can. But I think I'm gonna like I don't know when. I guess Monday maybe. I think I'm gonna fully dive in.
Okay.
As far as like for the first time ever, looking at nutrition facts, looking at calories,
track your macros, and
trying to like get a certain amount of protein.
Yep.
Like, and I think I'm gonna just order a ton of meals from Factor.
I was gonna say you're gonna love Good Ranchers or Factor, but like Good Ranchers is awesome because you can just prep a bunch on Sunday or something. Of chicken. Because it's chicken's like the greatest thing ever if you're trying to hit your protein goals.
It is great,
and not go over in calories, like because it's just like so lean but so much protein.
Yeah, so I really haven't like it hasn't set in yet with me like what I'm about to like give up, but I'm like done with like Chick-fil-A and Cane's, I guess. Like,
hey, you can go hard on the grilled nuggets.
Grilled nuggets, yes.
Yeah,
but yeah, like fried chicken. I guess I'm just like I'm gonna stop. Then again, also never been a big food guy.
Yeah, sure.
Rachel's always been like, I can't believe you haven't dieted more. You don't even really like food. Like, yeah, you're right.
I know. I'm always like, I always wonder if like, do you really not like food? Because you do eat bad food for somebody who doesn't like food.
It's just got to hit a certain threshold for me. It's got to be like decent. Yeah. But I'm not going to like, I've just been craving this like
I have to have
linguine, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't like crush over food, but it does need to taste good. So anyway, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to, you know, with Mood Swings, we have a Brookridge membership. They have a weight room. Never used it other than the treadmill, but I'm going to try. So if anyone else wants to be a MyFitnessPal, dude, we can do it together. There is a Facebook group that's really cool. On Your Feet, if you guys don't know, it's a nice Ghostrunners fitness group.
I've noticed like, just obviously I've been working on my health the last 6 months or something, and having Courtney, our friend, just as an accountability person, like there's something like that's like the main difference I feel like this time versus any other time. So it's like, find somebody that I'll help you, or you know, whatever it is. I
think having Rachel is really big for running every day.
Exactly. Like I'm not saying you wouldn't have done it without Rachel. I'm just saying
that helps a ton.
You might have found some easier outs. You know, it's so funny like how we had all this snow like right after you got done running your mile, because that would have been like, what would you like? There would have been a few days where it was like would you have ran Saturday, Sunday? You think?
Saturday I would have ran before it snowed. Yeah. Sunday I don't know what I would have done
because you couldn't get out of the house.
I couldn't have driven to a treadmill,
and you would have run a 30-minute mile.
I don't know what we would have done.
Just struggled through the snow.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Or run back and forth in the house and just track yourself.
Or just kind of create a path, just run up and down the street.
Yeah.
All right, now I've got a walkway.
Now you got your feet that you're going
just
back
hit
and
those
forth.
Same steps every time. But yeah, it's fun. So whoever else wants to be a fitness pal, I'm going to get shredded. I'm going to try it. See how it goes. I don't have like a measurable goal other than just like commit to like, actually I should set up some. I think it's going to be like, I'm going to try to drink like a gallon of water a day.
Yep.
150 grams of protein a day. Work out 6 days a week. I'm diving in.
What does workout mean?
Like go to the gym.
Okay.
Get a workout in.
Okay.
I think I want to try to do like 30 minutes of cardio every day. So that pickleball can count as that.
Okay.
If not pickleball, then like some combo of like running, stair climber, biking, something.
Okay.
So it's going to be a big transition from a decently sedentary lifestyle.
Oh, yes, for sure. I mean, it has a lot to do, but you are not a sedentary person.
Yeah, my job is very inactive. A lot of sitting. But yeah, I do play pickleball a lot.
I was going to say. Yeah.
But I mean, still, I think that's a massive jump as far as like completely changing my diet and working out for the first time since high school football. It's going to feel very different.
I'm excited for you.
It's been fun. That video I made of Rachel and I running is up to 334,000 views, which I still don't really understand. It's got 5,000 shares. Who's going? But it's like I've gained all these followers, and people are like tagging me in like their husband and wife running together now. Like they don't even listen to the podcast. Anything. They saw one reel, and now I'm like a part of their journey now.
You're like the guy. You're the running guy.
I'm like, wow, I didn't plan on this. That's pretty fun. It's kind of made me think I should make more videos that aren't funny, or more videos with Rachel, or more storytelling Instagram videos. Who knows? Just kind of fun.
You should document this journey.
I will. I was thinking about is there somehow, some way, like obviously I'll keep the podcast super updated, but somehow like not tell my friends, and then just like in July, just like take my shirt off for the first time. Like, gotcha. I've been working out this whole time.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Jake's just inviting everybody to a pool party at a subdivision pool. No, guys, we should all go. Why is Jake so tan?
We should all shirt off for this.
All right, everyone ready to jump in at the same time? Let's all line up right here. We're going to take a picture real quick.
Yeah, so awesome. We'll see. Just sounds fun. Something about running every day. I still can't pinpoint it exactly, but it did do something to me mentally. I think it built some discipline, or maybe it built the need for the next challenge. Maybe that's what it is. It's like, well, I did that. It wasn't super hard, but it was tough to do every day. Maybe it's like this desire for something like that again. Like push myself even harder this year.
Yeah. This next one's a lot, because I mean, we'll call it an hour and a half, probably at least every single day that you're doing, versus 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But
totally.
I know you can do it. I feel like I'm sure it's like once you get done with one thing, it's like, okay. I did that for a while in college, wherever I gave up something for Lent, and then I was like, why am I only giving up something for this time of the year? Like, why don't I give up something different for a month at a time or something? And sometimes it was like physical, like sugar or soda or whatever. Sometimes it was like, I'm not going to buy anything for myself this month.
Yeah.
Or I'm only going to buy something if I'm buying it for somebody else too, or something like that.
Yeah.
But
that's fun.
Yeah. But I will say, keep going with it because I think it's easy to like stop. You know, it's a lot harder to like stop and then start again than it is to just like keep going.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, it'll be intriguing. I don't know which part's going to be the hardest, the eating or the going to the gym every day. I think it's both a tough rhythm to develop.
So the 100, 1 mile out. Okay.
I need to find a workout plan somewhere within the app or somewhere. Something, just give me something to do 6 days a week.
Yeah.
5 days a week. I don't know. Something like that.
Figure it out. I love it.
Just something that builds all the muscles. I don't really care. Just do whatever.
Just whatever David Dobrik did.
It is going to be fun. You know, I haven't like bench pressed since I was 18. That'd be kind of funny. Like I'm sure like I will get flashbacks of like, oh yeah, I used to do this amount of weight, I think, because it was the 45 and the 25 or, you know, whatever. Yeah. Like, so.
That's great. I'm excited.
Either way, that's the plan. Me, Derek, apparently, we're getting shredded.
I love it, dude.
Yeah, David Dobrik, who would have thought? Push over the edge.
He's an influencer. So wait, what? He was gone for 2 years?
I wonder when the last time he posted was. Let's see.
He just had some unsavory relationships or something? Is that what it was?
It was, well, first it was like, he's big. He's got this like kind of crew that's in all of his, you know, kind of like a YouTube-ish sitcom, or like you're used to seeing the same people, even though it's his channel. And one of those guys was a bit of a perv ball.
Okay.
So you get kind of like canceled adjacent. We're like, did you know this? And we're propagating him up, you know, like stuff like that. But then there was a real bad incident where he like, they were doing a stunt for his video and David was kind of like overseeing it. You know, it was his video, his vlog. A guy got hurt really bad. They were doing this dumb thing with like a crane. And anyway, David was the one operating the crane and like hit this guy in the eye really bad. This guy is like still not recovered. This is probably 3 or 4 years now.
Oh, wow.
Like is still having surgery. And they've just kind of had a tumultuous relationship. A lot of he said, you know, it's like, I don't know who, like.
Hit a guy with a crane.
Yeah.
Just a classic YouTube story.
Mm-hmm. So they have been very at odds. It seems like the internet kind of took the other guy's side a little bit. And so David just stopped posting. Oh, here it says, yeah, his last post was 2 years ago on YouTube before that. So.
And then he just posted.
March 29th, 2022.
He's came back.
So
ripped.
almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Almost a 3-year break. And then just all of a sudden, comes back and it's just, you wait enough time, people kind of chill out. Like, it's Dave.
He's probably good now. Time heals all things.
Everything.
Man, that's fun.
So, yeah, we'll see. I think even the podcast is a good accountability too. I don't want to have to get on here and tell the podcast I stopped working out.
For sure.
So
it's like, dang. Yeah, that 100%. The accountability, like in whatever form it takes.
So, yeah.
Well, that's exciting, Jake. I have things that are not exciting.
Oh, come on.
You think that's boring? Let me find this post from old Laura Ann Wilhite hating on us. Not truly, but
I do remember seeing that. It's kind of funny.
Here's Facebook again, just being so easy to find things on.
Search engine is terrible.
Basically, it said, back in the day, 5 years ago, Jake and Brad used to talk about exciting things. Man, a lot of fun people posting stuff on here. And now they're just talking about nothing exciting. And I'm like, okay, you think that's boring, Laura? How about this? You think that's boring?
What do you got for us?
And you have to be really excited no matter what I say.
Okay.
All right. I've been getting a little bit into tea recently.
Rachel has also been making me tea because my throat.
Yes.
I texted her yesterday. I was podcasting with Trey and I said, I love when you make me tea. I just love it.
She
makes me tea all the time.
Yeah.
What kind do you have?
Dude, a few different kinds. So there's this place called Savoy Tea Company.
Now,
heard of it?
You think that's boring? Tell me more.
Yeah, buddy. It's in Lenexa City Center. It's like a tea shop instead of a coffee shop. Been there a few times. They have one that's cinnamon orange flavored.
Okay.
Brother, not bad.
Ask me what kind of tea I have.
What kind you got?
No clue.
No clue.
I got a lady who makes it for me. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I bought Catherine some tea from this place. Sleepy time and then the cinnamon orange, whatever. Yeah, but most of the time it's just whatever works, whatever's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. I'm not acting like I drink it all the time, but I'm drinking it every once in a while.
Yeah.
That pretty exciting?
Rachel's concoction is a little tea, a little honey for the throat.
Sure.
And then she'll get a little crazy. She'll toss in some apple juice in there.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Dude, cinnamon orange, just straight up. And you think surely there's sugar in here. Surely there's something going on. It's like, nope. Just strong, good cinnamon orange tea.
That's awesome.
Anyway, getting just a little bit into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, not a whole lot.
I'm right there with you.
So you think that's boring? Catherine and I have a heated blanket on our bed. And guess what? It has 2 different heat zones. So we can control our own heat. How exciting is that?
That's pretty neat.
It's pretty fun. You're like, I know I'm going to go to bed in 30 minutes, turn on the heated blanket on my side to whatever. That's the thing. It can go from 1 all the way to H, which is high, which is after 9. So people will call it 10 maybe. 1 to H. It even has a preheat button on there where if you press it, it'll just get really hot for 15 minutes or so and then go back down to whatever you originally had it on.
Preheat's nice. I bought Rachel something like 3 years ago, a heated blanket. We don't use it. I could get that on there. The bed gets cold.
I'll say this though. Sometimes I don't like the coils on my body. They're not coils, but like it's like
it's like a
string.
snake.
Yeah. So,
all right.
That pretty exciting?
Yeah, it's awesome.
You think that's boring? Hey, I put down some hard paper on the ground for our home renovation project, and I've actually found it to be a nice answer for snowy shoes when you come inside.
What's hard paper?
It's like this stuff you can buy at Home Depot. It's just like, it looks like card or just like a roll of paper, like construction paper, but it's just a little bit thicker. And it's like supposed to protect your floors and leak proof and all this stuff. And so I had some and I put it down. And man, has it been nice when you're getting out, coming back inside, just put your snow stuff right there on the hard paper.
That's nice.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, that's pretty boring.
Oh, whoa. Hey, you think that's boring? This is the last one. Catherine has recently started scheduling her loads of laundry at night. So she goes to bed, but she doesn't want to have a washed load in there for 4 hours, just wetly just being in there. So she schedules it for a little bit later in the morning, late morning.
I taught Rachel how to do that with our dishwasher.
Oh, I always do on the dishwasher.
Because Rachel's, one of her favorite pastimes is right before we sit down to watch a Netflix show, getting that dishwasher up and running.
Dude. Yeah, bane of my existence.
And I'm like, hey, I wonder if there's a delay setting on it. Rachel says, I don't know. I says, let me take a look. What do you know? Hey.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, I'm a big fan of, middle of the night. You do have to be careful if you're doing both at the same time, though, running the dishwasher and the laundry. Is that good enough? Are we getting enough hot water for both? I don't know. It's things to talk about in marriage, Jake. Keep it spicy.
I don't know. Keep it spicy.
So, you think that's boring, Laura? Hopefully you're real intrigued by all that.
Pretty neat.
Anything else? I organized my closet the other day. Got rid of some things.
Really?
Yep. Put some of my shoes I don't wear very often in the garage as my work shoes. Haven't touched them since.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. Still use the ones in my closet for work shoes. So I don't really know why I did that.
You think that's boring?
Mm-hmm. Which I don't.
Parks and Rec, I hate to say it, no longer doing it for me.
Uh-oh. Tell me where you are.
I don't know if this is a common sentiment among Parks and Rec's watchers, but I'm in like season 6. Andy's not there anymore. Andy's out in London.
Oh, yeah. That's when it's not going downhill, but yeah. Is that the last season?
I don't know if it's the last. There might be one after. I think it was season 7. Does Andy come back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, surely, right?
Like, is he in the last season of Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in all the seasons. But yeah.
He hasn't been there like 4 episodes. It's not that funny.
There's always one kind of minor character or like second tier character that gets really popular from a TV show, like Ed Helms in The Office. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, I guess they're doing other things probably. Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's not doing for it. I just think, do you think in general, and I don't know if this is my own mental feeling or if it's truly true, but it feels like every show the last season or 2 just always falls off a little bit.
Yeah,
Or
I
a
haven't
lot.
watched like that many sitcoms. I mean, Breaking Bad finished well. I thought Seinfeld finished well, but I don't have a ton of like shows that I've seen
Okay.
all the way through to know if
Yeah.
they end poorly or not. This would be one of those things where like if someone were to comment and tell me like, oh, you know, this, and this writer all left after season 5, I would say that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
seems like it's not written that well.
Like
Everything's cheesy. Ann Perkins is her dialogue's awful. Ben Wyatt's dialogue is awful.
Really?
Yeah.
I still liked it all. I can't remember exactly what part. Have you done the Unity concert?
I don't remember Unity concert.
Okay. Unity concert, I think it was great. I enjoyed all that stuff, but I'm sorry that's not.
Like when
The
Andy was,
London thing is like not great.
when he was in London and he found out that that really important guy was basically the British version of Andy.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
But then ever since then,
He hasn't really been in the.
he's not there. And yeah, it's been like a week, like 3 or 4 episodes now.
So you just need Andy
Yeah. Or I need the other characters to bring it.
to step up.
Yeah. One like quirk of Parks and Rec that I've noticed is like, it kind of bothers me. Like Tom does not treat Ron like he's Ron. Like these characters will never treat anyone like they're like Tom's like, hey, if you're going to get in there and talk to him, you got to make sure you say like, hey, giggity, swag, whatever. And Ron's like, I'm not going to say that. And it kind of bothers me. It's like, Tom, you got to know who you're talking to. Like even if you're writing that, you can't, at a certain point, Tom's going to grow up and learn you can't expect Ron to talk to these people that way.
Sure.
Kind of bugs me.
It's like, yeah. Okay. Well,
We're still watching it though.
Beast Games though.
Beast Game. Hey, it's Thursday. New one comes out today.
Oh, baby. What are we doing tonight?
You guys want to watch it together tonight?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else is watching it out there, but we're enjoying it. Catherine is enjoying it more than I am for sure. Like I've kind of watched it. I've had it like in the background, like multiple times when I'm doing these home projects, I'll just have it like listening while I'm doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even really know the characters that well. Whereas Catherine like knows the guys' names, you know, or whatever.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. That's one of the guys' names, right? The Christian guy. And yeah, we talked about it a little bit already, but like that one time they had an opportunity, to like have $1 million and also stay in the game.
And all 4 of them said no
That's wild.
to $1 million and to get to stay in.
Maybe I'm a worse person than those people, but I would totally take the money.
It would be tough, like knowing how many eyeballs are on you, like who are going to watch this show.
And yeah,
And
literally,
you gave those people your word. I'm not
Yeah.
going to get you out of this.
that's
That'd be
fair.
tough.
That's fair. I didn't watch that part very much. Like, did they say like, I'm definitely not going to take it? Like,
They kind of voted a captain.
okay.
And this captain, they voted him because it was under the understanding like,
Yeah.
hey, who is the best person to not take a bribe here? And so like 50 people said,
Chose
you're
this
our
guy.
guy.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I couldn't do it then. I don't know. Like there would be something,
But $1 million is crazy.
is having $1 million worth knowing that there are 50 people out there that will never like you again? You know what I mean?
The nice thing is the 50 people who hate you, they're out now.
You're not seeing them, but you just know they're there.
It would be very tough in the moment.
Because like the fan thing, like the people watching on TV, that doesn't faze me too much. Because I'm
Really?
like, those people aren't thinking twice about you in a week. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
the people that I know are like specifically, like I could watch them be very disappointed in me the minute I press the button.
Yeah.
That would kill me, I think.
That would suck.
That would be terrible. And it's not like they would just like quietly turn around and walk away.
Okay, I get
They'd
it.
probably say some words to you that you never forget as you're spending your money on a jet ski. Like,
So many jet skis, though.
I don't know. You're right. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I'm like, I would also feel like I didn't earn this at all. You know, I just won $1 million for no reason.
And you're thinking, well, half that after taxes. That's not even anything.
Yeah.
500,000? Nah.
500,000. I don't even get out of bed for 500,000. I don't know. Yeah.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
Gets people talking.
It's very interesting, just social experiment show.
Yeah. A lot of mind games.
Yeah, more than physical stuff so far, really.
Yeah. Although this episode, hide and seek, about to get physical.
About to get physical.
Pretty fun. Navy SEAL, backflip. Pretty fun.
Yeah, talk about a show that grips you.
Oh, it grips.
Grips you real nice.
Sometimes we'll be watching a movie and the first 4 minutes are just credits or just B-roll. And I just think, oh, grip me. And I think MrBeast would never. And then
No.
it's nice getting to watch this. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Some things are bad.
Go on.
Just sidewalks that aren't plowed.
Okay.
Bad. Cars that won't start. Bad.
Girls with armpit hair.
Bad.
Yes.
Things that sheep did in the past. Bad. Other things are good. No antibiotics in your meat. Good.
Winning the space race.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
And who is that good for?
USA. Oh, I get it. No added hormones.
And
Good.
yeah, last thing, George Washington Carver
Good.
for the
Americans. Farmers. Oh.
Seed.
Ranchers.
oils.
Seed oils.
We're on the same page.
We're sponsored here today by GoodRanchers.com.
George Washington Carver approved. Buzz Aldrin approved.
That's right. So if you want good meat from Good Ranchers, they have the best meat. So I would
Merry
choose them.
Christmas.
I would choose the Good Ranchers meat. If you have any meat in the world, Good Ranchers is probably the one you would want to choose.
What type of meat you ain't? Knee high on a grasshopper.
It's
So-
it's American.
Sign up today at goodranchers.com. Use the promo code GRKC. You're going to get $25 off your first box. You're going to get free express shipping, and you get a free add-on of any meat you want for the next year
Yes.
for free. That's how a free add-on works.
Shout out to my boy Jordan Algie, helping me with the house this week.
Yep.
Talking about Good Ranchers, and he's like, dude, there's just something truly is like a higher quality meat out there. There's no higher quality meat than Good Ranchers. There's something truly different about it. And I'm like, thank you, dude. Like you get it.
New year,
New meat. So once again, GRKC for that promo code. And yeah, get yourself. I mean, he's ordering some salmon with his free subscription.
well, that's nice.
And just getting some great chicken in the process. But you can get chicken, beef, pork, salmon, bacon, whatever you want, baby. So once again, it's American Meat delivered from GoodRanchers.com. Yeehaw, they're incredible. Truly a great company. Please support them.
Maybe one little last funny update here, and then we get into some questions from the ghosties. Rachel hit an all-time high of just crazy girl sleeping the other night. So, I've talked plenty about how she talks in her sleep. She kind of wakes up. She gave this guy a 2 thumbs up for Merry Christmas a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Weird stuff. It's always hilarious. Always kind of freaks me out. This time on the couch, just like 2 nights ago, she went back to back. First one was just like, I thought she said, make an album. What? Back an album? Kind of smiling at me. I was like, I don't know what you were saying. She said, are you picking all of them? I was like, oh, no, I don't think so. She's like, you got to pick more than one. I was like, all right, I'll do a couple. And she's like, all right, smiles and go back to sleep. No idea what that's about. Then probably just like 2 minutes later, she gets up and is just kind of like annoyed. She's on the couch, fell asleep, looking under the cozy earth blanket, like, what's underneath? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What do you think's underneath? Try to play along. She's like, what's on my toes? And I was like, I'm just like laughing, like, I don't know. I don't know what's on your toes. And then it seems like she kind of like comes to a little bit. She realizes she was dreaming. She looks at me and she's like, you love when I wake up. I'm like, yes. She's like, you're just always laughing when I wake up. I'm like, it's so funny what you're saying in your dream. And then I think we're having a real conversation.
You think you're good.
She's back now. It's like a dementia patient, like had a moment of like, oh, we got her.
Yeah.
And then she slipped back into it. Because I was like, I really thought we were smiling. We were laughing. You're always laughing when waking up. Yeah, you're saying crazy things. She's like, so, but seriously, are you going to draw one? I was like, what? And she's like, well, you have to draw one, and then you have to draw on the symbols. I was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mahjong?
And then, maybe it was a mahjong. And then she just went back to sleep. And I just got to sit there and wonder what the heck she's talking about.
She went back to sleep just right there.
Right? Immediately. Yeah. She's not phased. It's
What
insane.
in the
I don't know
world?
how she could go in and out of that like that.
Does it ever scare you a little?
Luckily, she's always in a good mood.
Yeah.
Always smiling. Always just like, even if there's something on her toes, she's usually like, oh, what is that? Get that off of there.
Gosh.
If she was mean or something though, that would freak me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always happy.
She's never like,
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I love the idea of her like messing with you the whole time.
Maybe for a year and a half now.
Dude, I had a buddy, it was my friend Casey, who listen to the podcast. Casey, clear up these details because I don't know. I don't know if I'm telling you exactly right, but I think he did fake sleepwalking for a long time with his mom, like growing up.
So good.
To the point where like I think he told me like the image I have in my head is vividly him taking a broom from his kitchen and sweeping the ceiling. And his mom just going, Casey, you're asleep. You're asleep, Casey. And Casey just like messing with his mom over and over and over
That's
again.
amazing.
So what if Rachel's just like, I'm going to pull this like elaborate prank on Jake.
It's the wildest thing I can say.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's so wild.
It's fun though. I still keep the journal, keep a note in my phone of all the weird things she says. So it's just fun to always
You ever got on video?
add to it. No. My mom got me a Wise Cam
Okay.
for Christmas though. So we could.
Okay.
Because the magic really happens in the first 30 minutes. So
Okay.
that's once she falls asleep, I should just get it going right then.
Right.
So maybe. Yeah.
That's so wild. Like, does she do it in her nap, like sleep, or is it only at night?
I think it's only at night.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it seems
But
to
she
be
does
early.
it. She'll do it on the couch. Like,
Yeah. She'll do it wherever. But yeah, it's before she gets into deep sleep. The dreams are firing. So
so wild, dude.
pretty fun.
So fun. We celebrated. Oh, can I do win of the week? This is kind of a win of the week.
Yeah, of
anyway.
course.
We celebrated 11 years of marriage this past week.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Melting pea?
Melting pea, baby.
All right.
Went the day before the snowpocalypse. Snowpocalypse was on our anniversary. So we went the day before and got there. They had 11 with a heart in rose petals. I was like, wow.
Wow.
They asked me like,
That's
are you
nice.
celebrating a special anniversary? I was like, yes, we come here every year for our anniversary. And 11 years. And there we were.
Wow. That's pretty fun. Sandals
great.
would never.
Sandals would never. But yeah, it's just a sweet time. I strongly encourage anybody to like, it doesn't have to be melting pot, obviously, but like find a place where you can like be very relaxed in a dinner and like go slow and like have intentional conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a fun, like I love that every year. Our anniversary like is just a good excuse. Like it's in the beginning of January, so we can like talk about our year behind, year ahead kind of thing. And
Yeah.
most of the time I would say we have a pretty healthy conversation. There's been a few years where it's like we get too much in the details of what we want to do and we're like, well, how are you going to do that? I don't think we can afford that, you know. But this time it's just like, no, let's just dream. There's no wrong answers. Let's just talk about everything.
Big ideas. Hey, you want to take any big bets this year?
Yeah.
Kath,
Super
let's
Bowl.
make- Super Bowl.
ad. Yeah.
Let's go to China.
So it was just a sweet, fun time and nothing really crazy about it. It's just melting pot's so good, dude. We got it. You ever been?
Still no.
Oh,
I'm waiting for my 11th.
Oh, yeah. The 11th is
on.
just something special. Oh, the cheese. That's all so good, dude. So good. So
That's
shout
fun.
out. Win of the week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. 11 years strong. 11, it feels like 10 is like kind of a lot. Like 15, though, feels like you're like an old married couple.
Yeah.
Like you're getting there, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
11 solid.
Yeah, 11 just like we're in it.
Real solid.
We're here.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Good win of the week.
Yep.
You know what? I'll do my win of the week right now. At the beginning of the year, here's what I'll just say first and foremost. I don't normally place wagers or bets of this magnitude, but it was a no-brainer. I bet $100 on the Chiefs to score a touchdown every game. And I was going to win like $170 from that. It's like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. No-brainer. So my win of the week, football season's officially over, and happy to announce that on the last game of the year, the Chiefs rested their starters, and Carson Wentz owes me $170. It was a win of the week fake out because they wouldn't let me cash out. Vegas knew
they wouldn't let you cash out.
I looked constantly weeks leading up to it. I was always, I keep forgetting I had that $100 bet. That's gonna be so fun at the end of the year. Of course, the Chiefs will score a touchdown every game. And yeah, the Chiefs had too good of a record.
Oh,
they
man.
didn't even need to play the last week, so they played a ton of backups and didn't score a single point.
38-0.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find Carson Wentz's Venmo. I'm gonna Venmo request him $170. So
His kids go to preschool with my cousin's kids.
that's good.
I got a connection. Yeah. I know exactly. I can tell you that. You want me to tell you the name of the preschool on the air?
Tell me everything you can. Can we call the principal or like, hey, Carson, there's an emergency. Somehow get him on the phone, Michael Scott style.
Great. Yeah. Emergency A, emergency B.
Got to get to the kids.
Yeah. He has the money to pay you off. Right.
So that's my win of the week.
That is a bummer.
The Chiefs went 15-1.
You were watching that game like a hawk, I'm sure.
Like, come on, guys.
Just one, just like happened to just like run a kickoff return to the 30, and then we have a few good plays.
I didn't even really consider it too much of a possibility because in hindsight, I should have hedged and, found some bet for the Broncos to hold the Chiefs scoreless.
Yeah,
that would have been awesome.
Sure.
Bet $10 on that and probably win 100.
Yeah.
Shoulda.
Dang.
That's
okay. You were like, I saw my phone and you were like saying all these different bets you were doing, like Sunday, like doing all these different things. I was like, we are having different Sundays. Because that was the day I was just like sweating in my basement. Watching the Chiefs a little bit, and they just looked terrible.
Yeah, I actually got to watch the football Sunday for the first time in several weeks. But hey, we'll talk about it on Patreon.
Nope, no problem. It's about all the notes I have here, Jake. I do have a random note that says, shout out to sign in with Google.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
What a great feature.
Yeah.
I am so relieved.
That's
I don't have
nice.
to log into every single the MyFitnessPals of the world where it's like, I don't want to create a new account for this.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, MyFitnessPal, sign in with Google.
Yeah, no, it's
great.
awesome. Everywhere. It feels like it's almost like Apple Pay where it's like more of an exception than not to not have it on there,
I would say sign in with Google, Apple Pay, and the text auto-filling when you get a 6-digit text code.
100%.
That's out
So
there,
good.
top 3 like software inventions.
Yes. I'm trying to think of any other ones, but yeah.
QR code just automatically working on your camera. That's convenient.
Yeah, but it opens in Safari.
What you do,
Tell
a
me.
workaround for you. Do you have the Google app?
I have the Google Chrome.
That might work too. I use the Google app, and they've got a camera button on the right side, and it'll open in Chrome.
Okay. Yeah. Are you a Google app, not a Google Chrome guy?
I got both.
I know, but which one do you use like to browse?
So Google Chrome is where I like to go. Like, I need to reserve a quart at Chicken and Pickle.
Hey, Laura Ann, you're welcome for this. This is what people pay money for right here, and we're giving it to you for free. All right, go ahead, Jake.
In my head, it seems like they're very different things. I use the Google app to Google.
Okay.
I need a quick search. How much does a used baby blue Ford Bronco cost?
Yeah.
Real quick. Oh, not as much as you think. $22,000? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got to reserve a quart. I got to enter in credit card information.
Yeah.
I got to check the tracking of this FedEx shipment. I got to just like truly peruse a website. I'm going to go to FridayPickle.com. I'm going to do that on Chrome.
Okay. Interesting. Because they kind of are the same though, right?
Kind of. I feel like Chrome just does a better job of saving my tabs. So if it's anything that I might want to ever go back to.
It's all about the tabs.
Oh, it comes from a tab standpoint.
It's all about the cones. You know that reference yet?
No.
Oh, man. There are some good Parks and Rec episodes coming.
All right.
It's all about the cones. Yeah, okay. So the tabbies.
I like tabs.
Yeah.
How do you use Chrome versus Google?
Well, I had both, and I just use Chrome always.
That's a decent workaround. Oh, hey, Chrome does have it has the camera on the right side too, so you can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I remember the Google app and realizing like this is kind of just a browser for like you can use it as a browser, and so I was like, so for a while I used that.
You're right. It is looking a lot like the Google app. Does it have? I don't know if you ever use this, but every now and then ChatGPT is down. You just kind of swipe over Gemini.
Oh, I've seen it. I don't know where I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it on my computer somewhere. I've heard of Gemini.
All right.
Yeah. I've heard of Dobrik. Heard of Gemini. Every once in a while, ChatGPT just doesn't work.
It's just down, just like sometimes Instagram is down or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, it goes down every now and then.
Yeah, I don't love the Gemini or whatever the AI Google thing, but I also use it every time. So maybe I do like it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, when it like populates
100%.
summaries for you.
The first thing that comes up is always the thing I listen to.
Yeah.
Like, Google has made us even more lazy, where it's just like, I'm just going to listen to the first thing they say on here.
It's great.
So
I'll go and empty the tank real quick before we get into the questions. I wrote down in my notes, Pinchin Butts. Every now and then you'll hear of these like, like sexual assault allegations or just stories of just like creepy people or a creepy old man. Yeah. I never really liked him. He like, when I was like a high schooler and taking tennis lessons, he would always like pinch girls' butts. You hear about this.
Okay.
Who's pinching butts?
Oh,
and
everybody. You're not pinching butts.
Let me rephrase. Why are we pinching butts? I don't doubt that it's happening. There's a lot of creepy old men. Pinching of the butt? You like that? I would never pinch a butt. Like, what is this, March 14th?
It looks like you're changing channels right now.
I'm changing butts.
Yeah.
March 17th, not wearing green. Oh, gotcha. That's what I imagine.
I think pinching in general is kind of hard to do.
And you're just not getting anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that?
Like if I went and grabbed any part of your body right now, I'd have a hard time really pinching.
Or even knowing like, how do I say this?
Define pinch. Because are we talking like, let's say this cup
is a butt.
Is this a pinch?
Oh, now that's fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if that's a pinch, not bad.
Lock me up.
But like if I'm trying to just like kind of almost hurt them with the pinch, that's tough.
That's what I'm imagining it being. It's like, this creepy old guy, I didn't want to walk past him. Not because it was creepy. It hurt. It's like I was getting pricked.
It's like you're trying to find, like you have a big stack of papers and you're trying to just get a few of them. Like that's what I imagine a pinch being.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, why are all these men obsessed with pinching butts?
I don't know.
Get yourself a handful, buddy.
Get yourself a nice lady.
Yeah, double scoop. Come on. Pinching
bums.
I don't know why that popped in my head this week. And I was like, what is the deal with pinching bums?
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I never have I. Never have I.
Maybe we're missing out on something.
I don't know.
Start pinching my own
I hate
first.
being pinched.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Hate it. Like you could punch me and I'd be like, dude, please don't punch me. You could pinch me and it'd be like, let's throw down right now. I will take you outside. So don't pinch me. Do not ever pinch me. Okay?
Last thing, emptying the tank.
Please.
Have you heard, Dobrik, this is even bigger than that, the honey scam. Have you seen this?
Yes!
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like that title thumbnail is everywhere, and then all these other people are making videos about it.
So here's what I understand.
It's crazy.
Basically, like you use an affiliate code, but then if you have the honey extension, that affiliate code goes away and it goes to honey instead. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Like YouTube journalism is getting really good. Like, people are spending months and months and months to make one 15-minute YouTube video that takes down $1 billion company.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll just give you guys the overview. One, I don't know if in 5.5 years, if I've ever told anyone on this podcast to not, support something or to uninstall something, but legitimately you should uninstall Honey. I've had it for, 10 years now as a Chrome extension. Like, yeah, if it could find me deals, whatever. Yeah, like Brad said, Honey is owned by PayPal. And what they do, this guy found that like, yeah, make sure you enter in my promo code, my whatever, use my link. Honey runs in the background. It's like, let's see if you can find me more deals. Like, yeah, okay. It says, couldn't find any. As it does that, it replaces the promo code, the affiliate link with PayPal. And so it says like, then they get a kickback even more from these websites.
Yeah.
Instead of the creator, the affiliate person, whatever. And a number of other like different skeevy little perv things. But yeah, mainly it's just like, there is no point in having Honey. Don't use it.
Is there one that you can use that's better?
I don't know. I know GRKC will do just fine.
On, all the good things.
Don't even worry about a Chrome extension.
Because I have one, I think that's like Capital One or something like that. Let me see what it's called. Honey. No, I'm just kidding. Capital One Shopping.
Okay.
Every once in a while it finds me stuff.
Yeah.
It's that's like a great feeling, but also like kind of an infuriating thing when it's like it finds you something that saves you $80 on a large purchase. And it's like, why aren't you just giving me the $80 off price to begin with?
Yeah.
Like why do I have to have this code? Like you're going to charge me this, like some other sad sack that doesn't have this extension doesn't find this.
Yeah.
It's just kind of annoying.
So there's some pretty interesting videos out there. You guys want to check them out for yourself?
I'm glad I knew that.
Yeah, just go to
proud
YouTube.
of myself.
Type Honey Scam.
I don't even know how I saw it, but
it's big.
Okay.
It's big time.
Bigly.
All right, we asked you guys to answer some questions.
Ask some questions.
What? This is just first one. Alyssa Beck Morris. What do you wish someone would make a movie about?
Oh.
Great question.
Oh.
What's like a good story? I very much look forward to the Patrick Mahomes documentary when his career is over. That's going to be awesome to relive. I think someone should make a documentary about Vine and the stars that it birthed.
Okay.
People like Shawn Mendes, Jake Paul. I mean, there's some massive, massive people on there who did make it, and also a lot of people were huge who didn't.
I would enjoy that. Like watching the people that were like,
what's the difference?
Crazy huge on Vine that like are now. I'd almost be more interested in that, to be honest. Like, or the Trey Kennedys of the world that like took it and then just kept pivoting the right way.
Yeah, you go to Facebook. Okay, now you go to Instagram.
That's fun. When you said Patrick Mahomes, it made me think of the Royals run and how that was just magical to us.
It's a fun 2 years.
Yeah. Movies. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that they haven't made movies about that I know about. That's how I know about most things.
Yeah, that's how I learned about it. Have they done a Air Bud gymnastics movie?
Yes.
Dang it.
Golden, what is it? Pommel receiver. That's so dumb. That's a fun question. I wish I had an answer to it. I don't know.
Kosh asked, who would win a fight? Jake. Okay, I think I know what he meant. Jake with no arms or Brad with no legs?
Oh, fun. What do you think?
I think about
Jake with no arms. So you're just running around.
I've got legs, which is huge.
Huge.
You only have arms. Then again,
I think I could take you down, dude. I think I could.
I get to kick.
Kinda. But I can.
All you're doing is just waiting on me to kick, and then you grab my legs.
I think arms are way more valuable than legs.
And you're already got a low center of gravity. You have no legs.
Oh yeah, I'm on the. Where am I? Am I on a chair or am I down on the ground like waiting?
Some sort of seesaw.
So I will say, if I'm on the ground, I think you could get some good leverage with those kicks.
I still think it's you though. I mean, even if I get a couple kicks in, all it takes is you grabbing once,
one and just swifting you
and
down.
You've got me on the down. And then what do? I have no arms.
That would stink. That would stink.
I can't block a single punch. I have to get my legs in front of you.
Yeah, you're right. Arms for sure. In general, I don't think it's a Brad versus Jake thing. I think it's a arms versus legs thing.
It would be interesting though. Like, yes, you have me on the ground and you can punch me as much as you want, but I do have a lot more of like body. Like I at least have a full torso and my legs.
Also hard to get up though without your arms, right? Especially if somebody's pinning you down.
Kicking, yeah,
you can roll.
Still.
No, you can roll though. You can roll pretty hard away from me. And then what am I if now I'm compromised and you just start stomping, like jumping on me like a trampoline? I don't know.
Maybe it would be closer than we think. I think arms has the advantage though.
Should we try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you got to cut your legs off though, because that's how it works.
Wow. No arms, no legs is basically how you live right now, Kevin.
Current favorite pair of shoes?
Oh, my New Balance 1080s. Yep, always.
Figured you'd have an answer. What's one age that you wish you could go back to, but only for that year?
Oh man, I mean, any of them. Choose them. I've had a great life. There's not very many years that are like, man, I wouldn't do that one again. I think it'd be so fun to go back and date Catherine again.
That's fun.
Like it's so the first stages of dating are so fun, man, and so electric. I think that'd be fun. I don't want to go back to high school because it's like too much responsibility. I feel like I have less responsibility now as an adult. Not truly, but like I know, you know what I'm saying. But like I was stressed about so many like school and sports so much back then. Maybe if I went back, I would have perspective and be like, I don't have to worry about this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But back then, man. I had good times, but also like it was stressful.
Interesting. I think about high school and about not having a care in the world. I didn't care. I didn't have any stress, I think. Maybe I did if I went back, but I think my choice would be either, 18 years old or the limo trip. Those would be two best years to get to relive. Be really fun.
Yeah. I'm going back to college. I would love to work at camp one more time.
First year at camp?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Any year at camp. So fun. That's a really good question by E. Claire.
What if you messed it up? What if butterfly effect though? Like, is there any butterfly effect?
That's not worth it. Then not
like,
worth
what
it.
if I go back to my first year of camp where I met Catherine my second half of the summer and I say something wrong because I'm too comfortable with her, or I'm like whatever, like too confident in myself, and all
you start mentioning your kids way too much. She's like, this guy's freaking me out.
What the heck?
And
yeah,
keeps pinching my butt.
Yeah, he's also 34 years old at a camp. No.
Yeah, if the butterfly effect can happen, then I'm not interested. This is an interesting question. We don't normally get questions like this. Describe what feelings and emotions come up when you walk into a party.
Okay.
It's an interesting question. Sure, a lot of people would answer this differently. I think I immediately scan the room. You get excited. You're looking for familiar faces, like who's someone I can immediately walk to, but also like who's here? What's the vibe? I'm taking notice of like what the baseline volume is. Is there background music? Is that going to be annoying? It's my exit strategy. But also, more than anything, excited. There's opportunity brewing.
That's fun. I'm trying to consciously think about what I do. I scan the room everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Always looking for somebody I know. No matter, I could be in Wisconsin and be like, maybe you never know if there's somebody here I know.
I noticed this when I first moved to Dallas. I would look up at Chick-fil-A and expect to see people I knew. I was like, man, I don't know anyone. Why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
But you expect it.
Yeah, it's just something, it's like a habit that I have. And maybe I'm sure you growing up in an even smaller town than I did, you saw somebody everywhere you knew. But,
yeah.
So I'm sure I'm doing that. I think I'm a little bit shy when I first come to a party, or like depending on what the party is.
Hands in pockets. Hey guys.
Like what kind of party? I mean, it's just a party is so generic, but like if I don't know a ton of people there, I think I'm a little bit more just like scanning, seeing what kind of personalities we have. Like, okay, is it a rowdy party that I can be rowdy, or is it more of just like a chill, like, okay, we're just gonna have conversation here and just be kind of calm. I don't know. Who's hanging out where? What's everybody doing? What kind of snacks we got going? Oh, we have drinks over here. Okay, great. So I don't know. Feelings and emotions. I think I definitely gravitate towards like my security. If it's Catherine and I, like, I'm definitely going there.
She's your crutch.
Yeah, for a while. So anyway, yeah.
Action Jackson asked, if you could switch bodies with one athlete for one day, who would you pick?
LeBron James.
He said that's who he would pick.
Gotta be. That guy can do anything he wants on the court. And it'd be so fun.
Yeah, that is probably the best.
Even.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you want to choose? Even if someone could run faster or jump higher, it's still like he's just the best of everything. He could do anything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Victor Wembanyama.
That's who he said too. He
really?
said my pick would be LBJ or Wemby.
Or
he meant Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh yeah, maybe. Great lacrosse player back in the day. Or maybe Giannis. It'd be basketball no matter what. Because we've all wanted to feel what it feels like to be able to dunk a basketball.
Yeah.
To do it so easily like those guys can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably LeBron. That's pretty fun. Fun question.
It'd be let's do football though. Would you want to do a little Kyler? I know he's so small, but he can freaking just. It'd be so fun to. I've
quicker than everyone.
You've felt this before. You've been quicker than everyone on a court before. I've never felt that way. Where it's just like that guy's coming really fast. I would just think I'm in trouble. I need to lean into this guy and like hope I can truck him.
Yeah, see, that's the opposite because I'm like, my first
Derrick
choice.
Henry?
Yeah, my first choice was like pick someone like Justin Jefferson. The more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I want to feel something I'm not used to feeling. Yeah, Derrick Henry, Mike Allstott. I never tried to run someone over.
Right.
Never thought of it as an option. That would be fun to do. Just put your head down and just run someone over.
Yeah, like Lamar or Kyler. Kyler would be so fun, except you're just shorter.
No, final pick. You know what it'd be? Ray Lewis.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Just to be the scariest man on the field and know you can light anybody up. That would be fun. Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, even like a Ed Reed, Eric Berry, that would be my choice. Someone like that.
Safeties are fun because they get to light people up. And back then, they weren't quite as like protective of players.
Sean Taylor. That clip of him lighting up the punter in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, in the Pro Bowl. Okay, what about baseball? Let's just go through these.
Aaron Judge. He's the LeBron of baseball. He's a freak. Maybe, what's his name?
Shohei
Ohtani.
I want to say Ichiro. Shohei, Mike Trout.
Who's the guy for the Reds? Crazy fast. Crazy good.
I don't know.
That guy.
Reds?
Yeah.
That shows how much we know about Reds baseball player. Oh, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Let's throw a little money down on the game. It'd be fun.
I don't know who that would be.
He's of Latino descent. He's got dreads.
Really? This guy?
What's his name?
Who are you? Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
I've heard of him. All right, now let's go bowling.
All right, let's go bowling. Pete Weber.
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
Let's go Black American gymnast. I'll go Simone Biles.
Yeah, it's either her. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, can I pick the same thing as you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay. Simone Biles. That's good. All right. Next question.
Lesbian daytime talk show host. I'll go Ellen.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Nah. I don't know if I want any of them.
Whoopi?
Is she?
I don't know.
She shares my birthday. So I'd choose Whoopi. I go Whoopi.
Give me Whoopi.
Give me Whoopi.
Give me a little pinch of that Whoopi. Get over here.
Pinch of that Whoopi.
Let's see. What are your predictions for the Super Bowl? Coming to you on Patreon. Newsflash, it's already there. Any plans for the girls to be back on the podcast anytime soon? We should have them. They're great.
Yeah, of course. Always. We don't plan it much, but we would love to. It'd be sweet to have them.
Action Jackson, another question said, ask Timon if he needs anything in the basement. I'll DoorDash him something. That's funny. Megan Pinder, it's a unique question. If you could have designed any existing logo, which would it be and why?
That's fun.
You could have designed.
I mean, the coolest logo of all time, in my opinion, is Nike.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think of other cool logos.
The best logos are also really simple too. So it's not like it's not like the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Like, wouldn't it be cool to say you did that? It's like,
sure. You know what one is
Adidas,
really cool?
you know.
Let's go back to sports is Milwaukee Brewers. You ever checked out their logo?
I can kind of imagine it, but yeah.
It's a baseball glove, but it also is an MB.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool, and you don't realize it at first.
FedEx, kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Got
thought
the
about
arrow
FedEx.
in it.
Yeah.
Maybe I've talked about this before. I think it's funny how like not modern and not that great Starbucks logo is. At this point, we know it, it's recognizable, but it's kind of like really detailed. It doesn't match like most logos. Kind of funny. That's not my pick. I don't hate Pepsi. I like the red, white, and blue.
Okay.
I like that it's not, I like the little slivers.
Yeah, okay. I like Coca-Cola design more. I like,
classic,
I like
yeah.
I like the
Good cursive.
Yeah.
Yes or no, Disney's cursive.
Oh, I mean,
I'm out on Disney's cursive.
I mean,
That D, I ain't never seen D like that.
I don't want no D like that. I don't know. It's just hard. You're asking like for Disney specifically, or are you asking like in general that font?
That font that
If we
Disney
said-
uses when they're like,
If we put Ghostrunners in that font, I'd be out. But Disney, it's perfect for Disney. You know what I mean?
I'm out. I don't
Okay.
like the D.
Okay.
Bad.
Just the whole thing where they show the castle and they put the Disney. Oh, it's just cool.
I'm trying to think. I'm going to look up what was the PlayStation logo?
PlayStation.
Yeah, that was cool.
There's just,
PlayStation's kind of cool. It's like the S is sitting flat on the ground and the P is like sitting up.
oh, yeah. That is pretty cool.
It stood the test of time. Good
Yep.
for them. All right.
A lot of cool logos out there. I'm sure we're not thinking of.
Aaron with an A said, Brad looks like a string bean for whenever they say FR. That's kind of how I think. For
Thank you, Aaron with an A. Trying to get shredded. My friend Jake.
Emily Brace. Love
Yeah.
her. She had a dream that Brad's
She drives a 4Runner.
blonde.
Or maybe her husband. One of them. Isaac?
She had a dream that Brad, you swore on the podcast and didn't bleep it out. She also wants to know if there's any ghosty getaway info soon.
That's bull.
Shift head.
No ghosty getaway information. I'm sorry. I would love to have that sooner rather than later. Almost positive we're going to do one.
We gotta.
But no information for you. But you got to come, Emily.
Yeah.
What's her husband? Is her husband's name Isaac?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I liked them.
They're great. Love them. Know their names. They're awesome. It was Isaac, right?
I can imagine them. Good looking bloke.
They're great. They're going to have
a couple of blondes. They're gonna have some beautiful blonde babies.
Yeah. Hitler
They're
would have loved their kids.
They're gonna need some sunscreen on that beach. I'll just say that much. But they're wonderful.
Emily Brace. husband.
True or false?
Isaac.
Emily Brace in her Instagram bio has like all the different, like 2 kids, boy, blue heart, girl.
Do you know the answer or you're just asking?
Oh, I thought you were looking at it right then.
Oh, I'm on her Facebook.
That's very millennial of us. I would have too. I don't know. No, I don't know.
I don't know either. Scotty Phillips asked, how would you scam a scammer?
I've thought about it. I've thought about like right now, like I'm still up in the air with this guy. He's asked me a few times, like, are you not receiving my texts and all this stuff? Mm-hmm. I want to just like be like, yes, I sent it to you. If you're not getting, I don't know, like if you're not getting it, you need to send me that money back.
I don't know how to scam someone. The best way I know how to treat a scammer is to waste their time.
Waste their time and just
and just have fun with
on
it.
The string.
Yeah. Now that's fun.
I like MainStreetRoasters.com, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Tell me more about that.
It's changed my life in incalculable ways.
You were watching Main Street Roasters video when you started crying the other day, driving your truck, weren't you?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know how they grind them so finely, but the way they treat those beans,
The way they treat the beans.
so humanely, yet so artistically delicate. It's just,
You've said enough. Your tears say 1,000 words. Here's something I'll say with English words. It's winter time.
yes,
There is no better time
yes,
than to get you, your friends, your loved ones, your wife, your spouse, some Main Street Roasters coffee. It's
Yes.
so cozy. It's so warm. Take it however you want it. Bean form, ground form, K-cup form. It's all good. They've got a rewards program. They got perks points. They've got subscriptions. There's so many different ways that you can ingest Main Street Roasters. And I'm not just talking about the coffee. I'm talking points. I'm talking dollars. I'm talking 10% off when you use GRKC. Take advantage of all that, pretty please.
pretty please. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Let's see. I didn't have one ready to go. Are you the type of person, the people who always have a song stuck in your head? And if so, what?
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't always have a song stuck in my head.
for sure. I'm trying to remember the one that was recently. The one that's like the perpetual one is a Mute Math song. Oh, 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 oh. But I remember the one recently. I don't even know this song very well. I don't even know how the whole thing goes. But there's a part of the chorus I know where it's like, I've been watching you, dad. Dun, dun. I sing that over and over again. So
This is so weird. Weird thing to say on the podcast. So I woke up a couple days ago with the word stuck in my head. Every now and then it'll happen. I've talked about it
a
before.
word, okay.
Yeah. What was the last time I talked about? Oh, Palisade was stuck in my head.
What?
Just, is that ever happened to you?
Just what? What do you mean a word is stuck in your head? Like
It's hard to
What is-
describe. It happens
like-
regularly often
like
where you're
you're
just like, that word is
seeing
just
it?
coming to mind.
Palisade.
Yeah, that you're just like doing something else and like, that word's just in my head.
Oh, interesting. No, I can't recall.
Well, that's not good. If you already think this is crazy, I don't even want to tell you the word that was in my head. I don't even know if I should say it on the podcast.
Well, let's go ahead and preface by saying Palisade is completely random and it's been in your head before. Is
Thank
that fair?
you. Yeah, it seems like there's no rhyme or reason. It could be like dream based, like something I dreamed about.
Or it could just be like the way it sounds, like Palisade is a
pretty.
nice, eloquent word.
So I could say, and I'm going to say this word and people might jump to conclusions. This has nothing to do with anything. I don't know if I just had to Google it to see what it is. I know this is a lot of prep. I kid you not, 2 days ago, 3 days, whatever it was, this is when I was shoveling dust panning.
Yep.
The word that was stuck in my head, I woke up with that day, was vas deferens. Do you know that?
I've heard the word.
See, it's so random. Like, why is it stuck in my head? Last time I heard this was high school health. I don't know what it is. I know it's in me, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's
But
in you,
I
baby.
know it's like a body part. And that was stuck in my head like 3 days ago.
Fun.
So that happens. I can't believe I just said that. That was not in my notes. Not something I planned on saying on the podcast, but whatever.
You just have words stuck in your head, and that was one of them.
Yeah, maybe once a week I'll have a word stuck in my head.
Okay.
It's the end of the Wednesday episode. Anything goes.
Emily Brace does not have the emoji. Well, yeah, white emoji hearts for Isaac and her daughter and her son.
Okay.
Fun. Shout out Emily Brace.
Timon girlfriend update. Timon?
Don't be coy.
Come on.
Don't be coy, you little Palisade. Come on.
Wow.
You're in deference? What does that mean? Okay.
All right. Mariah Garrett, this one's for you, Brad. Quick, make up a new instrument.
Oh, a flanger schmack.
Flanger schmock. Yeah, it's Eastern European, and it sounds a little like this.
Oh. It's a lot like a guitar, but like instead of like metal strings, they use
It's wooden. It's like a recorder.
wooden strings. Yep. Just tiny little pieces of wood.
Worst movie of all time.
The only one I can think of right now, the movie Envy. I talked about it recently with Jack Black and Ben Stiller. Worst movie. I don't really get mad at movies most of the time. Oh, there was like a robot movie back in the day that I remember thinking that movie was not good at all as a kid, and like kind of being shocked by it because as a kid you think every movie's
usually good, right?
There was some movie. It was like before iRobot, Centennial Man, or I don't know, something like that. Heard it?
No.
Bicentennial Man? Yeah,
That sounds
Bicentennial
familiar,
Man with Robin Williams. 37% Rotten Tomatoes. Not that bad. Anyway, didn't like that one. What about you?
Last Flight Before Christmas.
Okay. Terrible.
Check it out.
Okay.
Pretty good. No question. Please give us more Beast Games commentary. I already did. Not a question, but Brad is looking slimmer and it's bleeped out, but sexier than ever.
Jeez.
From Thurbush.
Jeez. Thurbush? I love me some Andrew Thurbush. What a guy. Check him out. He's got some great skits out there in the old Webersodes.
Interesting question. Could be hard to answer. What is saving your life right now? Can you answer funny? Can you answer serious? Whatever.
My wife, always. What is saving my life right now?
Yeah, good question.
I've really enjoyed reading. I don't know if it's saving my life, but like it's turning off other parts of my brain and like making me stress less and making me sleep better, apparently. So that's fun. I don't know if it's saving my life.
Yeah, any answer I give, it like implies that if I didn't have this, I would be losing my life. But
Yeah.
staying home more has been nice. Not traveling's been great.
How about remote start on the old car?
Oh, it's great.
Saving your life.
Oh, that's nice.
How about an old push from a buddy?
You know what is saving my life? Yeah, push from a buddy was super helpful. Is just I've been pretty thankful every day. Like heater hasn't gone out. Not that it's on the brink of going out, but just thankful the heater hasn't gone out. That's saving my life.
Yeah, it is. It's like amazing.
Furnace.
Yeah, how much we would miss that if it weren't there. Especially with no fireplace.
Yeah, I just get smoky in here real quick. Suck it up. Number one piece of advice in navigating marital conflict.
Got it. You got it?
I got something too.
You ever had conflict? Honestly, I feel like
No.
you and Rachel, like, I'm like, do they ever get upset with each other? I'm like, you guys just seem so happy.
I don't, not from experience, but I was listening to a podcast the other day from a negotiation expert or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying like a couple just like tactics that are always can solve any conflict easier. One is like, and it's gonna blow your brains, but like come from a place of understanding. If you can like almost like admit certain things early on in the conversation, like I thought you had a good point when you said this. However, I feel this way. You know, you toss a win their way. You toss like you were right about that. I will give you that. That was true, or I agree with that.
Okay.
But this,
Yeah.
that's another nugget. Then the main thing was like always coming back to like, what does a solution look like to you? What does a win in this situation look like to you? Like, are we going after the same thing? Like, are we fighting about the oven, but what we want is just more time with each other? Do we want the same thing? If yes, then let's go towards that.
That's good. Those are great. To me, I mean, boils down, I think I've talked about this. I know I have on the podcast before, but there's the idea of loving and respecting. Like as men, it is so important to just love your wife well. And it's like biblical. It's like Ephesians 5, but it's like husbands love your wives and, wives respect your husbands essentially. If you do those things, if either of you do that, it doesn't have to be both. Like if either of you do that well, then you're going to have a successful marriage. And so there's so many times where I feel disrespected. So therefore my gut reaction is then to be like, I'm not gonna love her well right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if I can get over that and just love her, because half the time it's like, she's not trying to disrespect me. She doesn't mean to do anything as extreme as it seems. So I'm just going to love her or just humble, like the conversations you're talking about, just be really humble and be like, listen, I know that I shouldn't be this frustrated as I am, but I am really frustrated about this. Like just being like, I understand that I'm being a little bit irrational, but I'm just being real about what I feel right now. I think that helps to like make it so it's like not as much like personal, like directed at them. It's more just like honest. Let's just figure this out together kind of thing. And then a big thing for me is just like apologize quickly. Like be like, sometimes I apologize within 10 seconds of saying something. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I know I didn't mean that, or I shouldn't have said that, or whatever. So those are fun questions. For a long time.
Brad, question for you. How long have you done intermittent fasting? What's the plan you use, and how much have you lost? I don't know if he needs weight or just like what have you left behind?
Yeah,
screen time.
Like what's saving you? What's I don't really want to talk about how much I've lost forever, so we don't need it.
You gotta wait till it's like a big number, big reveal.
I don't even think I
want to
take
your shirt off. Dance around for me. Let me pinch it.
Let me pinch that. I can't. There's
so
nothing
funny.
to pinch.
We went 30 seconds ago. It was like marital conflict.
Yeah.
And like,
Love and
stand
respect.
Up,
Ephesians 5.
let me pinch it.
Yeah, let me pinch your butt. That's the Ghostrunners for you. No, I don't know. Not that I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do it for the praise. So,
more than 1 pound.
Yes.
Less than 200 pounds.
Yes.
All right. You guys figure it out.
No, but I am intermittent fasting a little bit right now, but overall I haven't been super intermittent fasting. I've been kind of like halfway, like where most of the time I don't eat late at night, like let's say 8 o'clock or so, 8:30. I don't know. I'm not like super strict on that. And in the mornings I've been having like a double portion of protein, like shake. So it's like 40 grams of protein in the morning. And I think that's like 260 calories or something like that.
What kind of protein are you using?
I use Orgain protein.
Orgain Trail. Love that game.
Orgain Trail. Yeah, you can die of dysentery if you eat too much of it.
Don't do over 60 grams.
Catherine's not super crazy. Like Catherine loves the Just Ingredients is the brand that she likes. Check that out. I don't know. I like it though. And so yeah, that's like all I eat for breakfast. And so that's like kind of my breakfast, and then I wait.
I should start doing that.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, it's a lot of protein. It'll fill you up well and whatever gets you going. Because like, the whole idea that I've heard of is like eat as many grams of protein as how much you weigh.
Yeah.
Or how much your goal weight is if you weigh a lot like I did and do. But like, yeah, that's just so hard to do even if you're using supplemental stuff like protein powder and stuff. It's just like I either have to have a 30 count of chicken nuggets and all this other grilled chicken or whatever.
You counting cows?
Not right now. I mean, I never really counted my. Yeah, I kind of did. I like logged all my food with.
Yeah, I count them as I eat them.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I do Weight Watchers. I watch my weight go up.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy that was like a Jim Gaffigan bit? Like he was like, dude, and it like crushed.
He's like, they're gonna love
it.
This.
Seems so cheesy to me, but that was like a massive joke for him.
No, I definitely like was watching my macros to an extent, but usually it was like as long as I'm eating the right things for my like food, I don't really have to count calories as much as I just need to hit the macros. Macros being protein, carbs, fats. I don't know. Right now it's kind of like once you get it down, you're like, I kind of know what I can and can't eat.
What's on limits.
Yeah, or whatever. Like melting pot night, I was like, I know I shouldn't probably eat a whole lot before tonight because I'm going to go hard. So, yeah, I can answer a lot more questions like that privately or publicly. I don't know.
We'll start a fitness podcast.
I also just don't want to like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to. It's more of like a personal thing to an extent than it is like, let me tell you everything about how awesome I am, because it's like I'm still so far from where I want to be, and so the more praise I get, the more it's like,
maybe I'm
good. Maybe I'm content where I am. It's like no. I'm like a lot of people starting weights. You know what I mean? Like,
Now that's a good joke about weight loss. Nate Bargatze's joke about that. He's like,
I look pretty great for someone who used to weigh 300 pounds. yeah, that is so good.
I look like the guy at the end, or I look the. You said it. You had it. Good job.
Yeah. So
Can't remember it.
anyway,
All right, so we won't talk about that. Mitchell Bowser said string bean.
string bean.
Just kidding. All right. This seems like a good one to end on. There's so many good questions. Courtney Miller, should you use your blinker in a roundabout? That's fun.
Oh,
I
shout
don't-
out Courtney Miller. That she's my fitness gal.
Stop talking about it.
Sorry, she's
I'm just
awesome.
kidding. I don't think I do. Well, no, once I'm leaving the roundabout, yes, but not
No.
entering.
No,
I do once I'm leaving.
you do? Only if I'm like immediately turning right would I do it. And even then, I don't think you do.
I use it leaving, yeah.
So you're telling me there's 4 different exits
Gearing up for that next exit. Yeah. Let them know.
for a half a second.
Let
you turn
them
that
know.
on.
I think I
I
do.
don't know. Not all roundabouts are created equal. Some of them have 3 lanes,
Yeah.
but
Some of them have a big open space with nothing in the middle of it. Branson looking at you. Do something with the middle of that roundabout. Oh my gosh.
really?
You know the one like above Taneycomo, like as you're going to camp? It's that massive roundabout by the 2 bridges that are next to each other.
Massive. Yeah.
Huge, just bunch of concrete.
You want it to have like a
Just
decorative
put
thing.
something in the middle there. Have a,
Yeah.
You know,
That's Hollister's problem.
horse.
Yeah.
Crack
No,
pipe.
no, but you do need to understand like when to yield and when to keep going. Like don't stop halfway through the roundabout. Like some
Yeah.
people just don't know how to drive on roundabouts. American problems.
A little more round than bout.
Mm-hmm.
I like this question. This could be one to end on. What's a subtle prank I can play on my husband? Not going to say who said it. So
Fun.
that it doesn't.
A subtle
Wait.
prank. I like the idea of like making him think he's going a little bit crazy. Like
You could do the fake sleepwalking, fake sleep talking. You could go in, you can just Google this, but find out ways to create new keyboard shortcuts for someone. Next time, like they're in the shower, you have their phone.
Yep.
That's all you do is create a few keyboard shortcuts. Every time they type the word it switches to Transformers 3. I don't, it's just
or
something
not
crazy.
even that, or it just transform, or
It just spells
goes
the
to
wrong.
TEH.
Yes.
Oh my, that would drive me nuts. Oh, I would struggle with that so much. Or ADN
Yeah.
or something like.
Switch it to, yeah. I've swapped out, back in college, I swapped the contact name for a guy, a friend of mine, the girl he was talking to with mom. Like with his mom, just swap the names in
Oh
there.
wow, that's
Could do that.
diabolical. What about just like cutting a tiny little hole in all their socks, but slowly, to where it's like, dang, I got kind of like, because it's kind of annoying to have at first, if it's just a small one, it's like I can live with this, and it's like, oh man, that got kind of big. I guess I need to throw the sock out, and it's like, how does this keep happening? And so then they start like trimming their toenails more often. They're not sure what's causing it. The whole time it was you.
We've talked before. We love this prank. I think we've talked about this before. When wives all get their husbands to wear the same thing at some like gathering.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Or just anything like that, where it's just like you give them false information.
Yeah.
Maybe but just subtle enough where it's like you can do it over and over and over again until finally,
Like that whole time I've been doing this, I was just making that up.
yeah, that's pretty good. I like that question.
I know I said his last one, but I just keep seeing more good ones.
I'm having fun.
Paige said, "Is Brad mad at me for ghosting him about a table?" Paige DLESE. Paige Paige DeLessie.
I promise I don't even remember. I get ghosted so often.
Well, she looks nice, Brad. Come on.
Wait, is she I'm ghosting her? Is that what she's saying?
Well, I read it wrong. Okay, but still, the point stands. She looks nice. So reach back out.
so
Follow
it
up
was
with
me
her.
that ghosted her.
Is Brad mad at me for ghosting? No, I think she ghosted you.
Oh, no, I'm of course not. If I've ever not responded to you, or if you haven't responded to me, I promise it's nothing personal ever. I just sometimes the worst, dude, is when people send us the nicest, longest things, and I'm like, I need to
that's a
sit
big-
down and write out something for 15 minutes back to them. And it's like I don't have the time to do this right now. I'll get back to it, and then you lose it. It's like, where did that go? It's so hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
You can't just like double tap love the message.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you have to like reciprocate. If it's a full page, you have to reciprocate with at least half of a page.
Mhm.
You know,
2-to-1 ratio.
and so often it just means that I don't reciprocate at all, and then I'm just a punk. So I'm sorry if I've done that to you. Just know that
It's something I'm always wrestling with. Like, how accessible, how available should I be to people?
right.
Do I owe it to people to be really available? I don't know. I kind of signed up for this. I don't know.
I think me neither. Because it's like,
We're the first humans in history to have this problem. So it's hard to know what to do.
yeah,
First generation.
I would like to respond more, but at the same time, if I respond more, then I'm just on my phone and my computer and all the time, and then you're not living life outside of there.
Hey, wake up. There's a life out there worth living.
Yeah, you see outside those walls, there's something called air that has to be breathed.
Little thing called life out there.
Yeah,
Respond to it.
mm-hmm.
Double tap on that.
Double tap
And give it
that.
a little pinch. Oh, we're pinching butts over here. You guys are great. Let's do a comment of the week. What do you say?
How about it? How about it? How about it?
I saw one about. This is one kind of for you, Brad. But Brandon Myers, been a loyal YouTube commenter for years. Recognize that profile picture anywhere.
I think he looks like Weston Weeby.
He does in that picture.
That's what I in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, Weston Weeby.
He said, I'm continuously amazed at how much I have in common with you guys. I feel like it's usually with Jake, but recently it's been with Brad. I've been recently getting into reading more. We've been reading the same books, and we've both been conscious of our technology usage, and we've both been into the New York Times daily games. I always do mini crossword and connections, although I'll do the others sometimes. Would love to get Brad in our mini crossword leaderboard somehow to have another person to compete against. I've learned some new words through that too. I also do some geography data games that Jake would probably like. What a comment.
Love it.
Just fun.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
If I can sign in with Google, I might. If not, I'm probably out.
Not interested.
Yeah. I have such a there's such a fine line with the New York Times stuff. If it's too easy, I get sad.
Come on.
But if it's too hard, I'm also like, dang, that was too hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be
I don't
too
know
hard
what I
than
want.
too easy.
Because sometimes when it's really easy, it's like, great, let's try to beat my time. See if I can get it
Yeah.
under 30 seconds.
I don't usually go for the it's not usually a time thing for me.
Oh,
But maybe I should try to make it that way.
I love the time.
It's just very leisurely. Becca Fields commented on our Facebook group. There's a picture of Henry. There's a picture of Casper. It says, okay, I hope this doesn't offend you, Brad, but Henry kind of looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Ghostrunner with special guest Casper the Ghost. I will say he's adorable, though. Love watching him. And it is a great comparison.
That was really funny.
Just especially the angle, his head just looks so like boomf. One time I posted a video of Henry to a group chat with my buddies, and one of my buddies sent the turtle from Master in Disguise. He's like, sorry, dude, but this is exactly what Henry looks like. I was like, I think that's hilarious.
Someone else posted a screenshot of Hattie looking at the microphone kind of cross-eyed.
So
Did you see
funny,
that? I was
dude.
like, I didn't notice that happening. That was so funny.
I was like, oh, great. My daughter's a meme. Oh, it's so funny, dude.
She looked awesome in it, though.
She was great. I haven't listened to that episode with them yet, but I'm sure they'll love it. So thanks for all the kind words about the kids. They're wonderful. They're my pride and joy.
Yeah, it ain't much, but it's our family.
Yeah, it's us, This is us.
Okay, we'll be back next Monday. Join us on Patreon for a football podcast talking about the playoffs, and we'll have Timon back next week. He's finishing up my laundry right now in the basement, but we'll get him up.
Yeah, he was trying to say something through the vents, but
I don't think the microphone's picked it up.
okay.
All good.
Hey, we love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife. Love you, Catherine. Good girl. Be home soon.
Pincher's ready.
Get your pinchers out.
See you guys.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday